Hi everyone. Yeah, so happy New Year. So it's been a while. So pretty much a lot happening going on. All right. So yeah, so lately a lot of people were talking about the whole thing between Dr. Umar Johnson's comment about Eminem. He decided to be in excuse me. Yeah. So Dr. Umar Johnson, if you know who the guy is, this guy is a Pan African psychologist. Okay, who believed the idea that all Black people should be free and that the society should be predominantly Black and whatnot. So Dr. Umar Johnson went to Joe Budden's podcast, and basically he was having a conversation regarding about Eminem, and then he was saying that the Eminem shouldn't be considered a gold hip hop because he's white.
You don't think Eminem is one of the best rappers of all time?
According to who?
You, rap fans.
Let me say something to you. And this is going to my African fundamentalism. No non-African can ever be the best of anything African. It is an insult to the ancestors, it is an insult to the race, and it is an insult to every Black person. Do you think I could go to Palestine and be the best anything of Palestinian culture? You never see that. You think I could go to Israel and be the best of anything in Israel, whether it be a cook, an instrumentalist, a dancer? Hell no. And we have to stop naming non-African people, Joe.
But I disagree.
Stay with me though. Let me finish this. We got to stop naming non-African people as being the best of any aspect of our cultural product,
Joe, I think you
because
can.
it is an insult. For you to put him at the top,
Let me ask you this.
that's white supremacy,
Let me
bro.
tell you this.
That's white supremacy.
What's white culture?
I don't see Eminem building no schools and hospitals.
And honestly, when I saw the clip though, honestly, when Dr. Mark John said that stuff, it's like if you guys have been watching his video or that you know who he is, you would know that someone like that, like he's not really for the culture. Like he'll like say anything to like make himself look like that he's for our people when really he's not for us. He's for himself. And then for him to say that is only not really only make him look racist, but very ignorant, not only for the Black culture but hip hop otherwise. Okay, because the idea that he thinks that Eminem is part of the white supremacy is really dumb. Okay, because if you guys are like a hip hop fan, right, you would know that Eminem was founded by Dr. Dre, right? Because after like Dr. Dre left Death Row, right, he had his own record, and then he happened to see that Eminem had a very raw talent, and he didn't want to ignore that because he found him on the Detroit, and then he was able to sign him up, and then pretty much the rest is history, right? And then even like after Eminem had like a very great career, he even like signed into 50 Cent. And what Dr. Martin Johnson did was is that not only that you insulted Eminem, you also insulted Dr. Dre and 50 Cent. Okay, and it just indicates that he doesn't know his history, and the fact that he allowed his own bias talk to him so much though that he refused to acknowledge that okay that yeah they had the Black person find a white rapper, right, okay, and then like because he had a very good talent, and then like why not like make music and do what he needs to do. And speaking of which, okay, Eminem, okay, had been through a lot of his life, okay, because he didn't grow up in a very rich household. He really didn't. But because if you listen to his albums, right, like he pretty much been very, very clear and very forward with what he was saying about his life. Okay, because he didn't have like a good parent. Okay, his mom hit him with giving brain damage. Okay, on the lyrics, right. Okay, and then like the fact that he had a drug problem, right? Okay, which like he said that his album, right, that he was able to sober up, and he only do it for his daughter, and then like for everyone else, who have issues with drugs, and it takes someone a lot of guts to admit that when they have problems, especially when drugs has been also one of the main issues that's going on within the Black community. Okay, and the fact that Dr. Who doesn't know the history, right, because they would plant drugs, they would plant guns, they plant like all these things. Way before that hip hop was even invented though. And the fact is that when they placed those things, right, who you think that most likely that's going to go for these things? The people who live in the area, yes, because a lot of poor areas are predominantly black. But at the same time, that doesn't mean that there won't be a poor white person, or there won't be any other race that has like poor income for the matter. Okay, and the fact that that Dr. Umar Johnson just say that stuff is like really bizarre to me and really ignorant. It really is. Okay, because the fact that this is the same guy, okay, who basically went on the interview, okay, with DJ Vlad, right? And if you guys know, DJ Vlad is the actual culture vulture, and then make it a platform where like that he invite black people, saying a whole bunch of things about each other with another. You know what I mean?
Now, I've seen some of the talks that you've had about the school that you're starting. Now, you want the school to be strictly African in terms of overall its focus?
Yes, the concept, the foundation will be Pan-African nationalism and the principles of African culture. I am a Garveyite, so we are revolutionary Pan-African nationalists, which basically means what? African self-determination in all things. Okay, if the Chinese have their own self-sustaining community, if Anglo-Saxons have their own self-sustaining community, if the Arab and the East Indian have their own self-sustaining community, we need ours as well. Our concept is what is to be done for black people must be done by black people. Legally, you cannot say that this school is only for black children, even if it is private. You are not allowed to discriminate in education on the basis of race. As you know, in 1954, Brown versus Board of Education decision said you cannot use race in education. So I can't say this is a black boy school. Okay, I know that 99.9%, if not 100% of my students will be African, of African descent, but I cannot say that. Ironically, you can only discriminate on the basis of gender or sexuality in public school. So you can have an all boys school, you can have an all girls school, you can have an all gay school, but you cannot have an all black school.
Johnson profit off of money for a white person, right? And then you have to use PayPal. You have to use Cash App, right? And I'm pretty sure that those things, were invented by a white person, right? And I feel like that if you are that strong about your heritage or something, then why are you even living in this country though? Okay, because he could like just go to an African country, and I bet you even the African country don't even want him though, because they think even he's a joke. And many people responded back to what he have said.
Mr. Motherfucker Umar, you just make everything a race thing, nigga. Everything ain't no fucking race thing. Think Eminem, motherfucker, you know that nigga nice. M deserves a motherfucking slot in this game. M was no rich motherfucker to just come rob the rap game and step off. M motherfucking came in this motherfucker. He had more problems than any black nigga. His fucking plight was just as fucked up as some of us in the black community. Nobody's robbing us. If you don't want to respect him, you do what you do, nigga. We don't fuck with you anyway like that, nigga. We talk our hip-hop shit. You talking black racial, black fucking culturism. Yeah, we on that, but nigga, we don't fuck with that shit. Leave us over here. M is down with us, son. Don't fuck with Eminem. Why don't you start telling these niggas with money that what they should be doing with they fucking $20 trillion to help the black community? Why you fucking with this nigga Eminem? Fuck out of here with that shit, son.
Dr. Umar recently said that Eminem can't be one of the greatest of all time because he's not African American. Dr. Umar, please. Please. First of all, the one thing I want to know is, and I think I need to Google this, where did you get your doctorate? What makes you a doctor? And then, where did you come from, and what makes you an authority on hip-hop? No, Eminem don't need Dr. Umar to tell him that he's one of the greatest of all time, because we've already have said it. Hip-hop is for everybody. Hip-hop might have been created by black people, but the love of music, melodies, and rhymes has spread all over this world. That's like saying Pun can't be one of the greatest of all time because he's not African American, because he was Puerto Rican. Fat Joe don't deserve to be in hip-hop because he's not African American. You weren't there, Dr. Umar, respectively. You were not there. I wasn't even there in the very, very beginning of hip hop. I wasn't there with Dougie and Mo D and the Crash Crew and Grandmaster Caz and Sha Rock. I was not there. I wasn't there. I fell in love with the music when it first came out, but I wasn't a part of it. I was on the fringes of it. On going to the Latin Quarter with my sister and them. I was on the fringes on it. I got on in 89. I got on right after the greatest year of hip-hop albums dropping, which was 88. I got on in 89 and was able to show those videos and help spread the gospel of hip-hop around the world. I am highly respected in hip-hop, way more than you, Dr. Umar. So who are you to be saying something like that about Eminem? Who are you to be talking about Eminem can't be a GOAT? That's what these people are talking about. And then it becomes an argument on social media with people that you don't even know arguing about celebrities that you don't know. And I don't know Dr. Umar personally, but when I heard about that really fucking bothered me because Eminem is not only a dope-ass MC, I consider Eminem a friend. And I know how hard he worked to become the dope MC that he is. Did y'all know that Loud Records passed on Eminem? They said when they heard the demo tape, I got this from my man Dan Tanner, that he was just rhyming, just like he didn't have songs together like he did when he got with Dre and got cultivated. And Dre heard something in that dude. Anybody has the right to become one of the greatest of all time. Black people didn't invent basketball. Like, come on, son. Fuck out of here.
I like this comment that the person said because that person was saying that what about Stuart Williams, Tiger Woods, and Michael Jordan? Because when they had to achieve into the businesses that was owned by white people, right? Okay, a lot of black people like celebrate that in the matter, right? And it pretty much that if you have a problem with a white right being with a black culture, right? Okay, then what about like the black people in the white culture, right? Okay, because the fact that that what he also said is that it's not only that it's very bad, it's really dumb, but also it really caused like more issues and whatnot. Okay, and then and the fact that that him saying that just shows that he's really like bad faith and shows that whatever like bias he has towards white people though he will definitely go with it no matter what it is. Okay, because and the funny thing is that how like you go on your way like policing someone about about giving them a milestone or whatnot, but then you have not done a single thing in your life. Okay, and the funny thing is that this guy could go to many interviews, right? He goes from Breakfast Club, he goes to DJ Vlad, like any other platform he'll go to, like he'll spread like his radical ideology, right? But the fact is that you don't even want to take your time to even build the Frederick Douglass College, right? And it's so funny that it's very insulting that a black man, try to use other black people's success, right? As a way, of making something that you made that stuff, when really though you didn't do anything for your life, because you are a scammer, you're a con artist, there are many people have already like exposed you for what you really are, because the fact that you're getting mad, at a rapper though, where because I would understand like that if you say like number one great, but he is one of the greatest though, because that's why I said that that if you had not listened to his music, right? Because honestly, though, because he sounded like like one of those TikTok Gen Z kids. Even them, they try to like go after him, and then they fail, and then they got banned on TikTok. That's really like the dumbest thing he ever said. And then his comments, it's no different than the white liberals, that go after Mr. Beast when he was helping the African children, with infrastructures, water, like all of the resources and whatnot. Even help like other poor Asian countries would matter. So where was Dr. Umar Johnson when all this that happened? Because meanwhile he just enjoyed his money, by eating all that fried food, jerk chicken, whatever like he wanted to eat on his mind, because it's really funny that this guy really it's so funny that this guy claiming that he's for black people were really dope. Okay, he just profiting off of black people's misery, and he would encourage them, okay, to be on this like black victim mentality, black panther syndrome, okay, or in okay feed it up to his black savior syndrome. Who you relate to more? Will you relate to a white person that comes from a low income though, okay, that live in the ghetto, whatnot, or a black person who come from a very like rich family, but then they don't like understand like the black struggle. Like the parents would understand that, but like, or probably their parents or their parents will understand that, okay. But for them, like they probably won't. Like they probably will, but then like they didn't grow up with that stuff. Like who you rather prefer? You know, let me know what you guys think about that. Instead of him like go on a podcast, really criticize people. How about like you really like work on yourself and do what you need to do? What institution that's gonna hire someone, okay, who has like that radical thought, okay, like Dr. Umar Johnson had? Because if they're not gonna hire a white nationalist, what make you think they're gonna hire a black nationalist? That's because yeah, and don't be surprised he's one of people saying, "Oh, black people can be racist." Well, no, yeah, we can. Okay, there's a thing called bias. Like as human beings, we have biases though. Like we may not have the same type of bias, like you know what I mean, but like we could have the potential of being one if you're not careful though. Cause and the fact that I used to like watch his stuff, you know, like very briefly because I didn't know who he was at the time, and when I saw like how his fans acting like okay, and pretty much like when I did like research about him, I realized that nah, like he's a con artist. Like he's someone that he you know that I don't think that you should give your money to or that you should have all your hopes up for. Because he's someone that that he's like very manipulative and he'll like try to pry onto the weak minded people like who are fragile just so that way he wanted to profit off of it. How is that you are like a psychologist, right? But you refuse to open your eyes or even like respect like the things that what people do. Okay, because in my personal opinion, okay, Eminem is like one of the greatest rappers, but in my opinion, he's not the number one. You know? Yeah. Okay, because if it weren't for Dr. Dre, there would have been no Eminem. Like everyone should know that. Like everyone should know that. And then shout outs to all the people that call him out on his nonsense. Okay, and hopefully, you know, that's what it is. So click a like, you know, do share. So on top of that, there's gonna be a new project coming up this year. So stay tuned.